Hey Acers, welcome to this week's role-playing game catch-up and hangout and whatever we want to call this one. This is my more or less run at a weekly podcast for the Ace Role-Playing Games Club, and so I usually have tended to call it This Week in Role-Playing, but regardless of whatever it is, this is my time to spend with you and chat about a few things that might be important to you, might be important to me. I'm only going off of what's important to me right now because I'm still getting input and feedback from you guys. However, I have gotten some great comments over the length of the channel, and I'm really enjoying interacting with a lot of you guys. So, thank you. Well, like I said, my name is Mason Emerson. I founded the Ace Role Playing Games Club and the associated clubs with it pretty much in 2021 as a phoenix of a former offline cafe thing that I used to be trying to do. And that one had more of an emphasis of just getting teens and players offline. But now it's really it's really more of a thing of let's look at the good that we can do as a club and let's help prevent any of our friends from doing the unalive thing because we want to keep our friends around, and so let's strengthen our friendships by playing role playing games together. And not unaliving is a very good thing. I almost unalived myself when I was between the ages of 13 to 15. My parents probably still don't even know that. But I had role playing games and the friends that I played them with, and those were the things that got me through. With that said, I wanted to talk about what it says on the title of the video, role playing game preparation. Now, I will confess first, I'm not the best prepper. I'm not the best person at preparing the game. And that's probably part of the reason why I like to run the plot point campaigns, because it gives me a chance to play but not have to worry too much about it. With that said, I am actually still prepping and getting ready. I've got them over here in the stack. Um, and I'm going through that stack again and again to prepare for this next. And this is going to be kind of a whirlwind of a weekend. Thursday, I'm running 310 to Goliath's Belt with the campaign group. So we're kind of taking a little bit longer to actually make our way through it. And that's okay. Friday, I am running the Lover's Quarrel, which is a Deadlands one sheet adventure, and it is, spoiler alert, there's a succubus in a mining town, and your players have to deal with her. And then there's on Saturday at noon, I'm running a Deadlands Noir. Excuse me, had a really late, funky night last night, so apologies there. And I really do need to start learning how to edit so I can edit these things out. Anyway, um, I ran, or I'm running Deadlands Noir, Perchance to Kill, and I'm looking forward to buying the card deck that John Goff used to generate that. And it's really a cool adventure. I like it. And then finally, I'm running 310 to Goliath's Belt, but the short version on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. And these are all the last three games, the three Deadlands games. They're all up at SaltCon in Davis County, Utah. So if you're in town, if you're going to be there, come on over. I think I still have a few seats open at my table, but seats are filling up fast. I'm actually quite surprised and quite happy to see that Deadlands is definitely getting a showing this time around. I am definitely liking the prep time I've been putting into it, because I did start a few weeks ago. I started learning the stories a few weeks ago, and I think I'm ready to go. I really do think I'm just ready to go for this. Now, I'm going to give myself a challenge though. After 310 to Goliath's Belt, and after they rescue the the pilot's ship from being locked up for not paying air his air tax, Then, after all that's done, we're going to be talking. I'm gonna just cut the cord and just let him sail out there. Maybe do the plot point campaign that's in the book for Deadlands Lost Colony later. But for now, I'm just gonna cut the cord and let it go, and let them go where they go. So we'll just see how it happens. Now, I'm trying to think of really just anything else that I could add. One of the things that I used to do, and I still do sometimes, but I don't do it as often anymore just because I've been really busy with the job hunt and all that kind of thing. I used to go through the one sheet and highlight anything that was in, and I even used colors like a green color represented an NPC that could be helpful, a red color represented an antagonistic NPC, and I would go through the whole adventure. I'm going to make sure that I have all of the character sheets printed out that I need. And I have to talk about this because I'm going to be doing this as well. I'm going to be using the miniatures from Pinnacle. Oh, so sorry. I'm going to be using the miniatures from Pinnacle that are the die cut dual-sided cardboard miniatures. They're really nice, well-printed cardboard, and they're die cut, like I said, and then you can just punch them in a little stand and put them on the mat. So we're gonna be doing some fun stuff. Can you, as part of your prep, can you tell the basic story in just a few sentences, or can you just give a summary of each of those stories? So the first one is, like I said, there's a succubus in a mining town, and she's sucking all the men dry and eating their souls to death, basically. And the sheriff was the one who initially was going to get with her, but then he left her when he found out what she was, and she's set herself up as a madam, and that's where the heroes are going to have to go to try and figure out what's going on. And I think there's a good 4 hours worth of play there. Also, in the Deadlands Noir one, a weird scientist or mad scientist, I'm going to have to make sure that I take a note to make sure that I know that I'm calling patent scientist. That's the right word. A patent scientist who the heroes have used before to try and, during their investigations, they've used her before, and it turns out that near her house, people are starting to die. And they're just kind of like strangled to death. And so you got to go in there and do an investigation. It turns out it's a patchwork man. And then there was an actual murder, and her patchwork man was not her murderer. So that's a kind of a double mystery. And then 310 to Goliath's Belt is very much 310 to Yuma, but you're dealing now with a psionic, demon-possessed soldier who she's locked up in the cell, but that's because, spoiler alert, she is actually there to either kidnap or kill the guy in the next cell. So these will be fun. These will be fun adventures, and I'm looking forward to running them. Can't wear this shirt though because it's missing a button. So I guess I have to figure something else out. That said, another thing that I recommend that you do, and this is just some advice of one friend to another, make sure that you're writing things down. Hand to paper. Or hand to Rocketbook. I've recommended these already. Because when you write those things out, you begin a conversation with yourself, and you can actually delve deeper into your subconscious mind and figure things out. So that's actually really all I have for today. And I know this is a short one. I hope you don't feel stiffed by it. I hope you enjoy my other shorts that I keep putting up every day. And I got the new dad joke up today. Make sure you get out there and check that one out. And just remember, if no one has told you today that you are loved, then remember this. I love you because you are a valuable person in this world. Every single person brings beauty and something valuable to this world, and you are part of that value, and you do bring value. I look forward to seeing you at my table. Till next time, this is Mason Emerson signing off.